Dutch back again one more time, this time with both a haircut and a roaring cold whilst I'm recording this. So I might not be as coherent as I would normally be, but today is a day of good news stories and happy positive things from the pagan community. Before we go into that, let's have a look at this, the Grimoire and the Herbal, available on lulu.com right now, sort of thing. Okay, so put that away, and let's hear the good news stories. This is really, really positive stuff that some progressive and decent people who've got care and compassion for other people are doing together. There's Witches for Water, the pagans who are raising 2.3 million US dollars for a crisis very similar to what they got going on in Flint, Michigan. That's good. That's real action. Healing Circles for Ukraine, which is a daily global energy work session. Obviously, questions as to how effective that will be. It's a bit like a prayer circle, but at least people are gathering together and their hearts are in the right place, which I think is really rather good. And also, there is a Tarot for Trans Rights campaign, which is readers donating in this particular event 100% to trans healthcare. Okay, so that's brilliant. Also, in recent political victories that the pagans have had, the Salem Moon Mothers have just opened free childcare for pagan families. Big move forward, okay? And in Austin, Texas, witches have converted abandoned churches into a homeless shelter. Excellent, positive, good. This is the stuff that makes me feel good. And there are some heathen groups raising funding for addiction recovery programs, being 78% success rate. This is really rather good. Addiction's a big problem in our society, okay? So there's people helping out with homelessness, people helping out with all kinds of good stuff. Now also we got the Hurricane Protection Circles who have raised $50,000 for storm preparation. We've also got the Californian pagans launching green burial initiatives, which is helping those who are involved in, within the faith. They need to know that burial itself is kind of like not adding to the problems in the world. So they're going for green burials. This is good stuff. And there are UK covens who are partnering with the NHS for pagan-friendly mental health support. This is good. This is amazing. This is wonderful. This is when people are being good. Now, we got to have a look at this from a couple of different points of view. Number one, what is the influence of the faith? And number two, what is the influence of the person? Because if you're a person who's already got compassion and empathy, you'll bring that out into your practice, in your work, in the way you do things. I don't necessarily specifically see these things as being like pagan only, right? These are social programs. These are people who've actually decided to get busy and doing something and are helping people within their community and outside of their community. And that's essentially what we really should all be thinking about, surely. All right, so that we can move away from some of our toxic group things and move into something better. We got some interesting impact statistics now. There are pagan-led food banks who are serving 15,000 people every month. There are Wiccan therapists offering 500 or more free sessions since January. Okay, so there are people saying, like, okay, you need to get some help here. You haven't got any money. We'll do some charitable stuff. I can just about afford to fit a few people in, and you try and do the best you can. And then there's also a heathen prison ministry, which is reducing basically people going back to crime, by 34%. All right? This is good stuff. And on top of that, right, these are people who may already have the compassion, but then the faith itself kind of like stimulates them to do more of it. All right? I don't think that these specific types of activities would be out of place in a Christian community, or out of place in a Jewish community, or out of place in a Muslim community. This is good things, and people are getting together to do this stuff. We need to have more of it. We need to have more of it, because this is caring for the real people, the real situations, the real problems. Helping out with basically starvation, addiction, natural disasters, even man-made disasters. And also people who are marginalized. This is what we should be caring. These are the people we should all be caring for. But I don't think we should be caring for it specifically because we are pagan or Christian or Jewish or Muslim or whatever. I think we should be doing it because we give a shit. And that our faith should be stimulating our hearts in the right direction. All right? And stimulating that parts of our characters which move us forward. But either way, good people doing good things happen to be pagan. Cool. But there's also good people doing good things who happen to be Christian. Why can't we just try and find a way of getting over our religious difficulties and trying to get on together. And then maybe we could do even more and even greater collective action, and then start to bring about greater social change and help everyone everywhere somehow. Wouldn't that be nice? That's my thoughts. You can have yours. And I'll speak to you in a bit.